Clamping down on contraband at some of the country's notorious prisons. Here at Westville Prison, the largest correctional facility in KwaZulu-Natal, task teams from SABC and the Correctional Services Emergency Support swept through some of the prison wings. Scores of cell phones, charging cables, drugs and a flat-screen TV were some of the possessions in some of the inmate cells. The department has committed to lead more raids at correctional facilities across the country to implement its zero-tolerance policy towards the smuggling of contraband in all its centres.
Oh, we are looking into the root of the problem. All the offenders that we get, that we catch with contrabands, we interview them. And they divulge information about who helped them to get the contrabands into the correctional facilities, and we follow those employees up. I'm on record saying that most of them we actually dismiss, and that's why we need to continue recruiting more so that we can at least be able to continue to have a complement that can still carry the weight of the work that we do.
Sniffer dogs assisted in locating drugs and several more phones. Their barks reverberated through the open courtyard of the Medium B section in prison. Thobakgale says after a raid, the department investigates how inmates came to be in possession of contraband items, and that prisoners can lose privileges or be criminally charged.
More than 70% of our population is actually mediums. Now, once we catch an offender with a contraband, we reclassify them to a maximum reclassification or classification, and then we charge them. We discipline them. The transgression goes into their record, and of course that record catches up with those offenders later on when they are supposed to be considered for parole. Those that we find with contrabands that are of illegal nature, we open cases with the South African Police Service, hence we have SABC with us here, and they then get added on their profiles as further charges, and of course they then have to be taken through the courts.
The Department of Correctional Services has also appealed to members of the community who frequent correctional facilities to work together with the department. It urged community members to desist from being accomplices in illegal activities by facilitating the smuggling of contraband to offenders. For SABC News, I am Jade Paulser in Durban.